Good morning, students. Yesterday we started the new chapter, linear inequalities. The concept and few questions already have taught you. Today we will begin with some examples. We start with example number 4. Question says solve 5 minus 2x upon 3 less than or equal to x by 6 minus 5. This is a question. So we just have to solve, meaning we have to find the interval of the x. So we start this particular as an equation. You suppose only it is equal to sign. So how you deal? You only take up all the terms of x one side and take definitely constant of the other side and solve. So same as I will do. We transfer to 5 minus 2x upon 3 minus that x by 6 or something. You can take the LCM here. X minus, this is a 6. So x minus 30 will be there. Now what to do? You do transfer 6 here. And you also can keep 3 here because you should know 3 and these are cancelling 2. Now I multiply to 2 inside the bracket. 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4x, and it is x minus 30. So what to do now? This is on you only. If you can transfer x here, you can. Or you think that minus 4 is going to be plus after transferring the right side, it is also better. It is also better. So whatever you wish. Suppose I am keeping 4x here. So change, the transfer x this side. It's a minus 30 remaining here, and 10 will transfer that side. So this is going to be 5x and this is 40. Yesterday I taught you very important thing, that you want to find the value of x along with it is a minus sign. So don't transfer to minus 5 in the denominator, even it is a multiplication sign, but in case of inequality, minus is very important. So first remove the minus sign, multiplying by minus sign. Multiplying by minus sign. So what will happen that? It's gonna be plus, but the sign gonna be changed. That I taught you this yesterday. Sign will change after multiplying by minus or divide by minus sign. Always inequality sign will change. So what to do now? Next x gonna be 40 by 5. Now simple x is 8. So you have an answer. This one, it is the answer. You can drop your answer right here, or what you can do. Look at, I tell you, this is a 8. Suppose this is minus infinite. This is infinite. So your answer is x equal to 8 also, or greater than 8. So your answer may be x belongs to 8 to plus infinite. This is always following the open interval, and this is depends on equal to. If it is equal to sign, it is a close bracket will be used here. So you can drop your answer right here. If you are told to show in the number line, you can. You have to do this, and this is only depending on you, whatever you want to write. If you want to express your answer in the interval format, you can. Otherwise, you can leave your answer right here. Okay. So this is a question from my side. Now, question number 5 is very same. Show the graph on, of the solution of the number line. So you have to express your answer in this format. So question number 5 not doing. Example number 6 I want to do here. It is again the question solve. 3x minus 4 upon 2, and this is x plus 1 upon 4 minus 1. This is a very simple question. Again, very simple question coming. What to do? You same as I did here. I'll take LCM of these two. So 4. X plus 1 minus 4 will be there. 3x minus 4 upon 2. This is x, and these two will be minus 3 upon 4. You can transfer 4 here. I know that both can cancel, so I'll wait and I don't transfer to 2 because both can be simplified. This will be 2. Now multiply here, it's x minus 3, then 6x minus x minus 3 plus 8. This is 5x and this is 5. So x gonna be 5 by 5 is 1. And now it's very simple that on the number line, this is number line, this is 1, this is plus infinite, this is a minus infinite. What is your answer? X equal to 1 and greater than 1. So x equal to 1 and greater than 1. So what is your answer? X belongs to 1 to infinity. This is open and this is always closed because it is a equal to sign here. So it's very easy, I think. I don't think that I need to tell you much more about that. So very easy it is. Look at now. More question we will do. We have a question number, example number 7. Look at this, a word problem. Interesting also. Question says the marks obtained by student of class 11th in the first and second term of the examination are 62 and 48. A student got or obtained 62 marks and 42 marks in first two term of the examination. First examination and second examination. Okay. Find the minimum marks he should get in the annual examination to leave an average of at least 60 marks. Meaning, now we have to find the minimum marks in the third examination so that average mark should be at least 60 marks. What is the average? You know that addition of all the marks up upon the number of examination. So average marks in the examination. So it's a marks in first terminal. It is 62. Marks in second exam, it's terminal examination, 48. Let marks in final or third, what it is written, annual examination is equal to x. And as per question, we have to find the minimum value of x, minimum marks in the annual examination. Okay, we will find, don't worry about that. But what question, according to question, the average marking, average is given at least 60 marks. Very good sentence, at least 60 marks. If you know that simple word at least will follow, you know, you have to remember what at least meaning. At least follow which sign, this sign or this sign. If I ask you, you have to obtain at least 80 marks. You have to obtain 80 marks in maths. At least 80 marks. What is its meaning? It's meaning that your marks should be greater than or equal to 80. Greater than or equal to 80. Meaning at least 80, least 80 and maybe more than 80. So you just have to remember, at least follow this symbol. This symbol. Average should be at least 60. Their average, the average of the mark should at least 60. Only thing that at least follow this, meaning minimum 60 or more than 60. At least 60. We have a two word, at least and at most. And that only depend on condition. Suppose you are showing that x is your marks in maths. Suppose x is your marks in maths. If I'll say at least 80. So what you will write? Your marks x greater than or equal to 80. Meaning your marks either equal to 80 or more than 80. It's at least 80. If I ask you that, you just have to get at most 80. Meaning your marks is like that. Maximum 80, at most 80, maximum 80 or less than 80, definitely. So please keep remember at most or at least follow this symbol. And the meaning of average meaning you have to add upon 3. This is average, one examination, second examination, third examination. So divide by 3. It's the average marks in all examination and it's gonna be at least 60. So what to do now? These two will be adding. Plus x and do transfer. Only find out your x. 180 minus 110. So your answer is this one. So what is its meaning? X greater than or equal to 70. Meaning your marks in the final examination should be either equal to 70 or more than 70. Either equal to 70 or more than 70. If you make on the number line, what is answer? What is answer? Either equal to or more than this. So if you focus on this, what is the minimum marks in the annual examination? What is the minimum marks in the annual examination? It is a 70. You can get 71, 72, 73. But what is the minimum mark so that you can get an average at least 60? That only the minimum marks is minimum marks in the third examination only is 70. It's a minimum. Or maximum is 71, 72, 73 and so on, so on. No matter at all that we have to go till there. Okay, this is the minimum marks we've got. I think you have got the concept. It's not a tough one, it's very easy. It's just depending on your the word problem. Convert the word problem in the inequality condition and get your answer. Okay. Now we have example number 8. It's very interesting again. Example number 8 is very interesting again. Look at, I tell you, I read it. Find all pairs of consecutive odd natural number. Consecutive odd natural number. What is the meaning consecutive odd natural number? This is a 1, 3. 1 is odd and consecutive odd is 3. Like 3, 5. This 3 is a odd, consecutive is a 5, and pair meaning 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 7, 9, 9, something like that. But it is not so. What question says? Find all pairs of consecutive odd natural number, both of which are larger than 10. Both of which are larger than 10. Okay, such that their sum is less than 40. So we have to follow the condition and condition and condition and get answer. So how to start this question? Let x be an odd integer, smallest. Let x be smaller odd integer, therefore its consecutive odd integer will be, you know that it is x plus 2, because if one is the first odd integer, its consecutive will be 3 after adding 2. So if first is a x, definitely its consecutive will be x plus 2. Now according to first condition, read it, both of which are larger than 10. Both of which are larger than 10. This is and this is. Both of which are larger than 10. So greater than 10. Okay, I will find some value from here. X transferred to 2. 10 minus 2 is 8. So we got this and we got this. I tell you one thing which actually should be understood by the student, that we got this and this. From where? Because it was given. Both of them were greater than 10. So we have written. Now, which is x greater than 10? It is x greater than 8. Actually, both have a sign greater than. It means we have to choose one of them, which actually satisfies both of it. So how to do this? I tell you one thing. Look at here. This is 8. This is 10. This is meaning x greater than 10. And this is meaning x greater than 8. So I'll choose now. It is showing x greater than 8. It is saying x greater than 10. I simply speak that you only choose x greater than 10 because those numbers are greater than 10 automatically will be greater than 8. You choose x greater than 10 because those numbers will greater than 10 automatically will be greater than 8. You can't choose x greater than 8 because if you have x greater than 9, I'll choose now. It will not satisfy x greater than 10. So among these two, taking in these two only this option, and when you will choose this option, automatically this will satisfy. If you are choosing x greater than 10, definitely it will be greater than 8. X greater than 10, 11, 12, 13, automatically all are greater than 8. So keep remember, you have to choose one of them and you have got this one. So by the first condition, you have obtained x greater than 10. And what is second condition? Look at. Their sum is less than 40. Again, according to question, the sum of numbers is less than 40. What the numbers? First is x and second is x plus 2. The sum is less than 40. X and x, 2x. Transfer to 2, 40 minus 2, 38. So x gonna be 19. This is equation number 2. Now we have x greater than 10 and x less than 19. You can match it, merge it by 1 and 2. You simply understand that we start with a 10. We start with a number having a less sign. 10. Look at 10. Less than x. 10 less than x. And x, you need not write x again. X less than 19. X less than 19. This you have got x. Now, what is the possible values of x? So possible values of x. what? X is equal to, it's a positive, small, X be the odd number. What is odd? After 10, it is not equal to sign, so I can't take X. 10, even 10 is an even number. You have to choose the only odd number, like 11, 13, 15, 17. You can't take 19. It is only X. So what the pairs are, required pair is? So what is a pair? First is a odd and second it's consecutive. So what is a pair? First is 11. So its consecutive is 11 plus 2, 13. Second is 13. It is X. Its consecutive is 15. Then 15. And then 17. Its consecutive is 19. Sometimes students confuse that X is not equal to 19. So they actually avoid the 19. But it is not true. It is the range of X only. So X is 11, 13, 15 and 17. It is its consecutive number 19. So you have to accept this. Okay student, it's another day. Thank you.